Like, you just know, don't you? You just know, like, it's going to be a good video. When we're speaking about Cheesy Larson. I'm thinking of, like, new ways to start videos. How was that? Was that a good one? I was taking off my hoodie from a dog walk. I'm all wet. It's been raining outside. How you all doing, ladies and gents? You good? Hope you're all well. Hope you're all very, very well. There's a report that's dropped that Cheesy Larson, Breezy Larson, the queen of the softy cheese, so many names, has been kicked off of A-Force. If you don't know what A-Force is, it's just the all-female Avengers. Of course it is. But apparently she has been booted off of it, if this report is to be believed. Now, the original article I will leave linked down below. And before we dive into this, you may notice these strange objects behind me. That right there is a battle axe. It's been made for my original high-concept horror fantasy film, Black Fields, which is what that poster's for. If you want to support me, make something original rather than this trash, please check out the GoFundMe link down below. If you donate $5 or more, you're actually in for a chance of winning basically like a Norse fishing inspired spear, which you'll actually find on the GoFundMe. It's epic. It's really, really cool, which is made specifically for you guys as a giveaway. So let's dive into this now, right? The queen of the soft cheeses, Breezy Larson, was basically pegged as like the be-all and end-all of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and we saw her slowly come down a few, didn't we? We saw her come down quite a lot, in fact. What I found very, 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 very surprising, they said that, you know, we'll have to release Captain Marvel, you know, so you can kind of get to grips with her in Avengers Endgame and stuff like this. It's integral. We need to see who she's about, and then we see her in Endgame, and we're like, what? She's got a different haircut. Who cares? Like, it wasn't important at all, was it? Let's be honest. They really did dupe you. I'm fairly certain most people would agree with that. And then, ever since then, we've heard nothing about it. And Kevin Feige has backtracked several times. She was painted as being the strongest in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's what was said by Kevin Feige. Then he kind of rolled back on those statements, and has now since said that, what was it, Scarlet Witch is, and things like this. And then, of course, there was that massive cringe moment in Endgame where all the women from miraculously across the battlefield just went poop all together so they could do some atrocious marketing for an upcoming concept A-Force movie. It was terrible. It was like that weird random one-shot image of them all just like together, and like, logistically it doesn't make sense, but you know, whatever. Who cares? Basically, she's not going to be apparently the leader anymore. It's funny, isn't it? They've really rolled her back. Now that's if this is to be believed. So, basically, the article starts off with Marvel might be taking some big changes. Making some big changes to its rumoured A-Force project. After being teased in Avengers Endgame, fans have been speculating when the all-female Avengers squad will come to the big screens. Now, most viewers expected Brie Larson's Captain Marvel to lead the group of talented superheroes, yet inside sources have now claimed that the studio is shifting gears and will be replacing the Cheese Larson, Queen Brie, Queen of the Soft Cheese, with someone else. And I can actually believe this. This website is like, whether they're legitimate or not is to be, you know, I guess, you know, your opinion really. It's thecheatsheet.com, and I wouldn't say that they are particularly reputable, but goddamn, I can believe this because of everything else that has come out, and hence why I'm reporting on it. Yeah, so let's get into the meat of this, right? So Marvel teases A-Force in Avengers Endgame, so this is obviously the meat of what I've just said, right? Marvel has not said anything about its rumoured A-Force movie, but the studio did tease the group of superheroes in Endgame, and we knew it was going to happen anyway. Like, it's inevitable. Like, of course it is. Like, of course they were going to. Why wouldn't they? Why would they not do that just cringe moment of them all? I mean, look, let's watch it here. Like, it was super cringy. Like, it is. It's just super goddamn cringe. It's awful.
Peter Parker. Hey, Peter Parker. You got something for me?
So that all across the battlefield, ladies and gents.
I don't know how you're gonna get us through all. Don't worry. She's got help.
Oh my god. Oh, here we go, of course. Let's do it. Terrible. It's terrible. Anyway, whatever, who cares? It's just awful. Like, it's super cringe. Super cringe. Not very good. And it was obvious that they were going to do that. And then we also had comments on interviews from Carol Danvers about an all-female Avengers saying, I want to do it. Why can't we do it? But then she slowly started to lose favour with everyone more and more. And now we come up with this rumour, right? So this was the first time Marvel has teased the A-Force, and fans were convinced that the studio is gearing up to showcase the team in a future standalone project, which I can believe that they're going to. Of course they would. Why wouldn't they? Unfortunately, Marvel did not announce the A-Force film when it debuted all of its Phase 4 projects last summer, and this likely means that the group will not join the Marvel Cinematic Universe until Phase 5 or beyond, which is probably not going to happen for a while anyway. And it goes on and says, the good news is that it gives Marvel plenty of time to flush out the characters more and add a few new faces to the mix. With the studio introducing a bunch of new superheroes in Phase 4, it certainly has plenty of options. I'm not actually sure what characters they're introducing that could replace Queen of the Soft Cheese. Does anyone know? Leave them down below. This is how the all-female Avengers team formed. So for those who have not read the comics, the A-Force is a relatively new team for Marvel. Always. The group was first introduced in the Secret Wars storyline before they got their own series, which was short-lived because I don't think sales were particularly good. Again, tends to be why they nuke stuff. Although the group has not been around for decades, the all-female Avengers squad has left its mark in the Marvel Comics. In fact, the team's popularity is why the studio decided to include them in Endgame in the first place. Really? Struggle to believe that, but you know, whatever. When they first arrived in the comics, Doctor Doom had built a world in an alternate reality called Battle World, where he faced... Anyway, blah, blah, blah. It's just all the backstory of it. So, look, Captain Marvel has reportedly been replaced as the A-Force leader. So, what's going on with that? While we wait to see what Marvel has planned, a source told, we got this covered, right? Which then, where this starts to lose all legitimacy. And this is where I start to go, really? But then, because I say this, and I've said this time and time again, so we got this covered does obvious things. Their scoops are never scoops. They tend to predict, or at least discuss what is obviously going to happen, right? So the stuff which has been said is fairly obvious, right? We knew that BRIE LARSON has been, moving around and not been super on it with respect to people, being a favourite, basically. And we know that they are hedging their bets on a She-Hulk for Disney+. So we got this covered. It's obviously just gone, yeah, She-Hulk will do it then. Which I can't really see, but never mind. So the insider claims that the studio wants She-Hulk to lead the new team of Avengers instead of Captain Marvel. This lines up with the prominent role She-Hulk had in the comics and allows other characters to enjoy some time in the spotlight. I mean, maybe. I don't know though. Maybe, but I don't know. Now, Marvel, of course, has not confirmed any of the reports. They're never going to. We got this covered. It's probably nonsense. But there could be something to this. There could be something to this, which I hate to say it because, of course, we got this covered sucks. Like, everyone knows they suck. They get like literally everything wrong. In the meantime, Marvel is planning on releasing She-Hulk on Disney Plus at some point in 2022. Filming for the project has not started, though the studio has kicked off the casting process. Which will be interesting to see actually what they have in the way of casting for that. Now, obviously, I mean, there's not too much else. Like, this is whatever. We're just going on to some trashy bloody part of the article. But basically, say hello to my little dog. There he is. And that's it. There's not really that much else to go into here. Queen of the Soft Cheese is falling out of favour, it would seem. I'd say some of this is probably sensationalised. But it's not too difficult to say that I could probably believe she's not here. Because, again, where's Captain Marvel 2? It's not yet been announced. There's nothing confirmed with respect to that. She's not widely liked. Yeah, they made money, and yes, they will probably make a second one. But leader of an A-Force movie? She has like the charisma of a bean sprout. Do you know what I mean? Like, Who cares? Like, there's just literally no charisma there. It's just a charisma black hole, just a vacuum. So anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know down below. Again, please don't take this as me saying, yeah, we got this covered rules. They don't. They suck. They're a terrible website. This is more speculative reporting, I guess you could say, because some of it I can believe, but some of it, again, with where the source is concerned, I go, ugh, no. But leave your thoughts down below. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Give this video a like and a share. It really does help me out. And also, guys, like I said, you know, contribute to the film. Support someone trying to make something original would really mean the world to me. Thank you all so much. Take care.